has finally come back to the internet. All that and more coming up on the Wrestle Story. Welcome to the Wrestle Story. We discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream almost every Monday after Raw, almost every Wednesday after AEW, and almost every Friday after SmackDown. Welcome, people, to our Dynamite review.
Review? I mean, whatever. Recap, review, same difference. Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hello, all the great people out there in the world. Jonelle, how are you doing? Great to have you joining us. Johnny Lee, great to have you with us.
Yes.
We're back. Yeah, I had to, Monday I was just tired.
Yeah, and you missed, the first, because you were sleeping. You missed, the first hour of Raw.
This is the last 2 weeks have been, long weeks. Seems like, and it's just been long weeks. So, the whole getting back into school thing. Hey, your mics are low.
Well, great.
You want me to crank the bad boys up?
Well, great. Now Mr. G's just going to yell into the mic.
Yeah. Wait till you hear it now. Whoop, whoop.
So, guys, we're going to talk about AEW. I am going to put this tweet up. And then, once again, for
Is that better, Scott?
Second week in a row.
Can you hear us now?
AEW Dynamite is trending.
Yes.
AEW Dynamite. Not Dynamite.
That's because Dynamite is better than...
People don't know how to spell. And so they
Even
get the
both
wrong
of you couldn't
hashtag.
bear to watch Raw. LOL.
Well, see, the thing is, I did watch Raw.
She did watch Raw.
I
caught the end of it.
Well, actually, I take that back. I watched majority of Raw. I missed some of it. I missed pretty much the entire Charlotte Flair segment because I saw Charlotte come out, and then I went and made dinner, and then I came back, and it was over, so I had no idea what happened there. And I was also, filming a video while I was watching Raw, so, I was kind of, not... My full attention was not on Raw.
Yeah.
So.
I saw the last segment of Raw, and I thought it was good. I like what they're doing with Alexa.
We're all good. Sound is better.
All right.
It's all good. Don't do anything.
Cool. All right, cool, awesome.
So,
I don't know what happened, because I'm not sure why it was turned down, because I didn't touch it. So who knows?
probably a kid did.
Probably.
We can officially call Joe Biden our new president.
Yes.
Yes, we can. I watched that today. That was fun. NXT was better. Well, haven't watched NXT yet.
Yeah, I haven't watched NXT yet. So I don't know what happened there. No clue. No clue what happened.
But that's okay.
I forgot to hit this button.
Whoops.
So our tweet didn't go out.
Scott, no spoilers. I'll take that back. Casper's on NXT. He said it was okay. Saw part of Raw on Monday, but not all of it. And then we watched AEW tonight. And it wasn't a bad show, but it wasn't one of their... It wasn't one of their best shows, but it wasn't bad. I don't think it was, terrible.
Yeah.
So.
I would agree.
So.
Check here and make sure this went out.
Okay, so, let's go ahead and talk about... I almost said Raw, not Raw. AEW.
Speaking of Raw, I love the main event. The main event was awesome.
AEW!
A man was arrested for storming the Capitol, but it was bizarre. He texted his girlfriend's brother, who is a federal agent, and sent him a selfie. Well, you know what, Scott? We'll talk about this at the end of the show, because, we'll talk about it at the end of the show.
Mr. G just has to laugh now.
Yeah, because, people are dumb.
Two shocking things happened on NXT. Yeah, Casey Catanzaro, totally biffing her move.
Yeah. By the way,
because I did see that. Mr. G is eating his peanut butter sandwich. So, anyways. Hey Zendel, what's up? Hello everyone, how was wrestling? I was watching A New Day in America. Didn't have time for wrestling tonight. Hey man, totally get it. I was watching all the inauguration stuff before wrestling started, and then I kind of stopped watching it. And when I'm done, I'll go back and watch the news some more. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll touch more on that at the end, Mr. G said, so. So, we start off...
Hello, Zendo.
Dynamite with
Oh, hello, James. I forgot to say hello to James, too.
-1's birthday celebration. So all of Dark Order comes out, and -1 is there too, obviously. And John Silver gets the mic, and he's like, it's going to be a very special night for Dark Order, you know, new recruit, and it's somebody's birthday.
Hey there, Futuristic. Yes.
It's somebody's birthday?
It's somebody's birthday.
So then Dark Order sings Happy Birthday to Brody Jr. Luther then comes out, cuts his promo, and is like, look, kid, you told me that I look stupid. Well, guess who looks stupid now? You look stupid with that stupid mask. And I'm gonna beat your stupid group. It was an okay promo. I mean, it was, cutting a promo on, a 10-year-old, 9-year-old, however old he is.
What's wrong with cutting a promo on,
No problem. I have no problem with anybody cutting a promo. It was like worded and phrased, like it's not like.
Hello, Jack. There's nothing wrong with cutting a promo on a 10-year-old.
No, I'm not saying there's a.
I cut a promo on a 3-year-old every day.
I'm not saying there's a problem with that. I'm just saying, he cut a promo and it was like, aimed at the. Anyways, Chaos Project is like, we don't like children, and so we're gonna ruin your birthday party. And then TH2 comes out, and this big brawl ensues, and John Silver and Alex Reynolds are all like, And then Hangman Page came out, and Hangman Page, did you see this? Hangman Page jumped off the, ramp onto everywhere. Like, literally, a running start from the tunnel. He was like, and then, hopped off and flew into everybody, like a flying squirrel.
Yeah, it was cool.
I was like, you were dumb, but that was cool.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. And so then the match starts. So we get Hangman Page and Dark Order versus TH2 and Chaos Project. Hangman Page and Dark Order won, obviously, because, it's Brody's birthday and, it's a celebration, right? So Dark Order had to win.
Yes.
I thought this match was actually really good. I liked this. I thought it was really well done. I thought the whole idea behind the match is, cool. I mean, obviously, it's, the whole -1 birthday thing. So Luther ended up getting his face smashed into the cake.
Yeah.
That was cool. And then -1 hit Luther in the head with kendo stick, and then, or he got hit with kendo stick and then got slammed to the cake. Whatever. It happened in an order. I don't know, but it happened. And then we had Silver and Reynolds and Hangman, obviously, and they got the win. And, yeah, that was good.
I like what they're doing with Paige.
Me too. So after the match, the whole big thing this week for the Dark Order and Adam Page was, is he going to join the Dark Order or not? He's going to give him an answer. And so they're waiting, and they're like, okay, are you gonna join the Dark Order after they won the match? And Hangman was like, I can't. And then the celebration began. Like, they had music in the background, they had, confetti, and we're all like, woohoo! The screen said, like, he joined or something like that. And everybody was all like, wait, what? You can't join? Cut the celebration! And so, they cut the celebration. And Hangman was like, guys, I have loved hanging out with you. You guys are so fun. And, I love hanging out with you. But I've done this whole group thing before, and it hasn't ended well for me. I'm sorry. And then he walked out. And I was like...
But Tron said he said yes, Maven.
Whatever. He said yes. He joined us. Whatever. Same difference. You know what I meant. It all means the same thing.
I thought this was a good segment. I thought it was really good. I love what they're doing with Paige. And the whole idea behind, it's kind of what I said last week about how he should come out and tell him I can't do it right now. Right?
Yeah.
And so I want, they kind of leave open the possibility that down the road he could.
Which I think is cool. And I love Hangman Page with the Dark Order. I feel like it's such a fun dynamic. Because you have, especially Silver and Reynolds and Hangman. I really like that whole dynamic of the three of them as a trio. Just because Silver and Reynolds are so off the walls sometimes. and Hangman can, he can go to that level, but he stays pretty chill, and it, like, balances them out,
Yeah.
And so I really like them as a trio.
Yeah.
So
I think they work well together.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It just...
I think they work well together. So it's again, what they did tonight I thought was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. John Lee says, I would like to say happy birthday to Brody Jr. I mean, -1. Never mind, they're the same person. Are they, John Lee? Have you ever seen them together?
I don't think they've ever been spotted at the same time.
No. They might not be the same. Mr. G, the 3-year-old Ket's promos on you. Well, yeah, that too. What's up, Becky's number 2 fan? Hello, Jack, by the way. What a load of garbage! And I watched Dynamite. Hello, Aunt.
Hi, what's up?
We kind of, like, left you hanging today with, me going out. And,
yeah, Mr. G went shopping.
Yeah, we went shopping today. Got food for the family, so...
Got food for the people.
We decided it would be best the people ate. So, yeah. So I left him kind of hanging.
Oh, man.
Do you think Khan anticipated the booze?
I would have to say probably to an extent. Like, I feel like there are so many people that really wanted Hangman to... We were talking about the Dark Order segment, right? I think so.
He's either talking about the Dark Order segment or, like, the whole show.
Okay. Well, the Dark Order segment in specific. I think that, like, he had to have, like, known that, I think that he had to have known that, like, some people were gonna boo it and not be happy with Hangman not joining, because I feel like it's such a, I don't know. I feel like there's just a lot of people that really wanted to see it happen just because of how well they work together and how funny they are. And so, yeah.
No food for me.
I would think that he probably anticipated some booze.
I agree. I think it was going to happen.
So.
I think it's good because I'd like... Whether he anticipated it or not, here's the thing. I think here's the thing with it.
Maybe that was the point. The whole point of it is, like, they're trying to get the fans to sort of turn on Paige.
Well, possibly. And that's what I'm saying is the thing that...
turn Dark Order into bigger babyfaces.
Yeah, the thing is AEW has done a good job with... Well, they're babyfaces right now because of, what's happened and how everything's been handled and all everything that has happened.
Well, and everybody likes them too.
Well, that too, but I mean...
and so I feel like they're going to continue being pushed as baby faces.
I agree. I think they're probably
to an extent. I don't want to say that they're going to be like... Because there's a very fine line between being a babyface and heel, and I feel like they're kind of on this line of, like, they lean more towards being a babyface, but also at the same time, they don't necessarily do things all the time that babyfaces should do. You know? So, I don't know. They're just really enjoyable to watch. And so I think that they know that everybody really likes them, and so the fact that Paige turned them down is gonna turn, it's gonna ultimately, like, people aren't gonna like Paige very much because of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're like, what? You loser, how could you not join them?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Again, I think like I said, maybe that's
there's things they can do with this, with throwing that out there. I think that the fact that the boos were there, I don't know that it's unexpected, but it's something that can be used down the road, which is a good thing because you can go different ways with
whether
the
they weren't intentionally trying to get the boos or not.
Yeah. Thoughts on Mania with fans? Well, Scott, here's my thoughts. If we don't get the pandemic under control...
Wait. I can pretty much sum this up. Thoughts on Mania with fans. Stupid.
If the pandemic isn't under control, if they're planning on packing the house, then there's a problem. If they're planning on having a few fans, I'm okay with that. But we have 400,000 people dead in the United States. More than World War II. And nobody cares. Yet we talk about, World War II being a bad, sad time in history and a sad time in American history. And yet we're cool with having 400,000 people die from a virus that didn't have to die. Now, granted,
Yep, sounds about right.
There was going to be some people that were going to die. It was going to happen. But we have done nothing to stop it. We've done nothing to slow it down. And
I hope with
how many people do we want dead?
I hope with the whole new government people coming in, new president, new administration. I hope that kind of helps some, and I think it will. But if these people aren't willing to work with him and willing to do what he says, then that's kind of an issue.
Well, again, we've become a country that's selfish. We only care about ourselves. We don't care about anybody else. America, we're going to fight for America. No, you're not. You're fighting for yourself. And so, if you are not going to do the things necessary to protect you and the people around you and the people that look what Australia's done.
Man, Mr. G was all like, I'm waiting till the end of the show to get on this rant. And then, Scott was all like, Fans at Mania! Thoughts?
Australia has pretty much laid a hammer down on this virus.
Yeah, I know. That's what makes no sense to me. And we can kind of go back to wrestling and talk about this in a minute. But yeah, I mean, that's what other places can have gotten control of it. And, some places haven't.
We'll talk more about it later. No food for me, Mr. G. I'm gonna cry. Don't cry, Jack. It's okay.
Yeah, they got water thingies and Funyuns and soup. It's delicious.
Yeah. It's all good. Eve was fantastic. Cool. We'll have to watch the show. We'll have to do a watch along with you sometime.
Yes.
Steak, coleslaw, Snickers flavored cake for the win. Curious. WrestleMania has 25,000 fans. If my ticket was canceled. So your ticket got canceled? Is that what you're saying, Jack? Join the inner circle. Mrs. Gleen said something about food, or she said something about food being overrated or something like that.
Yeah, there's a comment somewhere.
I missed that.
Eating is highly overrated, Mrs.
Yeah, eating is highly overrated, unless you're hungry. Won't be packed, but 25,000, that just sounds stupid. Yeah, well, again, I think that having too many there is going to be a problem. I don't want to be the guy, but it feels like they have no direction for Miro to go. You're going to find out here very soon here, Jonelle. I think he's going to screw up the weddings, what he's going to do.
I think, okay, wait. Okay, but wait, I'm going to wait a second. Because I had this idea when I was sitting there watching this, and I was like, Okay, so I'm going to stop.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, Hangman didn't join the Dark Order. Made me very sad.
Yeah.
We then have Alex Marvez with Jericho and MJF backstage, and Jericho thinks that this whole tag team thing is going to bring the inner circle together, and MJF is like, Chris. Do you really think this is a good idea? MJF being the logical one? What? Never would have thought. Jericho's getting the boot.
I agree.
Jericho's going to be the one to leave.
I am
fully on board with Jericho being kicked out of the inner circle. Because MJF is going to take over, and then I don't know when. Jericho's leaving though.
Well, I think Jericho's skills have dropped. He's gotten chunky. It's like he's just there.
It's almost like he just doesn't care anymore.
No.
You know what I mean? Like he's just kind of let himself go.
Yeah, and especially when you take a look at, like, I don't know if you've seen pictures of Dustin Rhodes.
Dude, Dustin is jacked.
He's lost like 30 pounds or something like that.
Like, yeah, I saw that picture the other day.
And,
right?
And he's gained muscle. And he said he's like in the best shape of his life. So I just don't think Jericho's into it. Yeah, he shows up and does his stuff, but I don't think he's not into it at all.
You don't get the same vibe that you got from him a couple months back.
No.
I think he's going to get the boot. I think he's going to be out of the inner circle. And I think if anybody's going with him, I think it would be Sammy. And then, like I said, they should do the whole tag team thing with the two of them. But even so, like, I feel like Jericho might try to do the whole, like, Sammy, like, let's go be a tag team. And then Sammy's just like, no!
Have you skipped the epic Peter Avalon match? Jesus.
No, not yet. We're getting to that in a minute.
We're almost there, Aunt.
We're almost there. We're just taking our time to get through this show. Just taking our time, you know? So, I think that ultimately it's going to be Jericho that leaves, and then Sammy's going to, like, leave or something because he can't stand MJF and go out on his own. But then Jericho's going to try to be all like, Sammy, you buddies? We're buddies. And Sammy's going to be all like, buddies?
Yeah.
I think not. You brought MJF into the inner circle, and then I had to leave the inner circle because of you. Okay? No, we are not buddies. Okay?
What?
We are not amigos. I don't like you anymore. And then they're gonna feud, and then Jericho's gonna put Sammy over, hopefully, and it's gonna make Sammy a bigger star.
What if the whole idea is to slide Jericho out of the spotlight? You know, it's like Jack said, Jericho's position on the card is totally not justified. Jericho is totally just coasting right now. So what if the whole idea is to have him slide out of the spotlight and move MJF into that? And that's been the plan here for a while now, and they're just building up to that.
Dude, where have you been?
What do you mean?
Where have you been?
But I'm talking about. I'm not just talking about out of being the leader of.
But that's not what I'm talking about either. I'm talking about just in general. I think that he's gonna sort of that's like what I'm like. I mean, yeah, taking over the inner circle is great, but it's gonna like push him to be this like huge force on AEW. Where like kind of like right now he's just like him.
Well, it is, but I don't know that it's so much to move MJF in there as much as it is to
move Jericho out.
Get Jericho out.
Maybe people at AEW are just tired of him. They're all like, "Bro, you spread like this stupid, you know, COVID is fake propaganda. You go out, you get COVID, you get sick, you like don't care, like, and we're tired of you." I would love if that's the reason.
So maybe that's the whole idea, is to slide them out. I mean, we're headed that way, and maybe that's the plan. I know we all hate Chris Jericho right now, or for eternity, whichever one comes first. Anyway, he's being kicked out, I think. Sammy Guevara goes with him. I don't know if Sammy will go with him. I think that...
I think that both Jericho and Sammy are going to leave the inner circle. It's just a matter of whether they go together, or whether Sammy's like, I'm done with you, Chris. Like,
I don't think they'll go together.
So,
are we going to talk about AEW Women's Champion?
Yes.
If this COVID stuff is not getting better, I think they should have no fans at WrestleMania for the time being. I agree. I mean, that's just it. It's not getting better. Hopefully, you know, new president, new ideas, new ways to go. Maybe things will get better. I did see, you know, today during the inauguration and all that stuff, there were more people wearing masks in the in the Capitol grounds than there have been for the last 10 months.
I don't hate him. He's just annoying, and basically it's like having Undertaker every week. He's too much. See, I don't hate him, but I just think that he's an idiotic fool who is putting people's lives at risk for no reason whatsoever, and he is a non-COVID believer.
I think
in my book, that makes you pretty much a loser and
the fact
piece
that
of trash.
His skills have kind of diminished is what I look at. Is he's not like, you know, I don't need to, like, I wouldn't want to sit here and go, wow, I need to see Chris Jericho this week. Yes, we were talking about Chris Jericho. By the way, hello, Starring John.
What's up?
Yeah. Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter beat Tony and Mercedes. What a great match. Sorry about spoilers. I just couldn't help myself. James, you've just been itching. You've been itching right there just to type that, didn't you?
It's all good, man. I really don't care about the Dusty Tag Team Cup.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest. Not that I, you know, like, have never cared about it, but, like this year specifically, like, I just don't care. Like, I don't know. The whole idea on, like, the women's tag teams, like, you don't have enough people, and you're just throwing people together, and it doesn't entice me whatsoever.
Ask me at the end of the show, Futuristic. I'll give you my thoughts on Drew Brees' retirement.
So, we then get Tony Schiavone, Sting, and Darby Allin. And Sting comes out to congratulate Darby, but Taz interrupts, and Taz is like, you fight dirty, and I'm sick of it. And so Team Taz is like, let's take this to the streets, if that's how you want to play. And he puts the ball back in Darby's court. Okay, then. And then Darby is like, be careful what you wish for. And once again,
be careful what you wish for.
For the I don't know how many like weeks in a row this is now. Sting said about 2 sentences, and then they walked out. Like, I don't...
Garbage!
Are we putting Sting in a street fight with Darby Allin? Because that's kind of what it sounds like. It's like, we're doing this whole tag team thing, and I don't know that it's necessarily going to be like street fight, or I mean, I would imagine, because they're like, yo, let's take it to the streets, you know? Like, I just don't get it, though. Like, why, though? Like, there's about 1 million different things you could do, and, like, I don't know... and, like, I don't know, like, why... Like, I don't get it. Anybody else get it? Because I don't. I don't, like, see the reason for this. I mean, like, aside, I get it, the whole, like, Team Taz thing is, you know, with... It's been antagonizing, Darby for the last, I don't know how many weeks, but, like... I don't think anybody asked for it.
I think...
Well, whatever!
If you do the street thing, there's things you could do with it.
Well, except if it's, like, a cinematic type situation, but, like...
Yeah.
It sounds like nothing because, once again, they told us nothing. Like, I don't get it. Like, the whole idea with the whole, like, Sting thing, like, I say, like, way too much. I understand the Sting, like, Sting, like, Jesus. Every other word is like. Wow. I don't get it, though. The Sting thing is okay, I guess. But we're just not going anywhere with it. Like, he said the same, like, 2 sentences, or 3 sentences, or 4 sentences, like, over the last, I don't know how many weeks. And so... It's not going anywhere.
Here's the biggest issue. Because they do have their pay-per-view spread out so far, I think it's tougher for AEW to just throw... Because, you know, when you think about it, like, having Sting come back, I would think, you know, have him come back, if you're going to have him wrestle, do it at a pay-per-view.
But the issue with that is... Okay, well, I don't have an issue with that. Like, yeah, you could have brought him back closer to the pay-per-view. Or, you could have brought him back when you did, and then... not have him on TV for a couple weeks, doing the exact same thing he's done the last 4 weeks, and then have him show up and do something actually worthwhile.
But I think there's a point to having him show up, though.
But
it's to let people know, okay,
but nobody sees it, though. But, like, okay, I understand that, but, like, when you're only doing the exact same thing every time you come out, and you're just like, it's a bat. It's a bat.
Well, he's gonna come out like that. I mean, that's what he's gonna do.
I get it. That's what Sting does. Okay, yeah, awesome, whatever. But like doing it, we've done it every week for the last I don't know how many weeks, and there's literally no point to it. Like they're not going anywhere with it, okay. And so that it's wasting time on the show. It's taking away from where somebody else could be on there, and I just don't get it. Like the whole point is to do this whole Darby thing, but we're not getting there any quicker. We are doing the same thing every week, like essentially. With the Taz and Darby thing from, like, 2 weeks ago. And then you had last week with the match. We came out. And, you know, he actually did something last week. We beat somebody else with the bat, right?
Yeah.
And then we have this week. We're back to the 2 sentences and walking out.
I don't want Sting to say anything.
Then don't.
I prefer not to have him say anything.
But there are a lot of people that don't understand why he's just standing there. They're literally replaying the same segments every week.
They are, but the idea is that
and people don't
he's there.
But I don't care, though. I know that he's there, dude. I don't need to see him, like, out there.
Well, what are you going to do next week when Darby Allin gets attacked and Sting doesn't show up?
Like, I don't need
then
to
you're
see
going to
that.
go, where's Sting? Where was he at? I can't believe he didn't show up.
We don't need it, though. It's not worth anybody's time.
I just think that there's a point to this, and you'll just have to wait and see what.
But is there a point though? Because I feel like it's just taking away time on the show where somebody else could have had an extra minute thrown onto their match or promo or whatever, where we had Sting walking out just like we did last week, just like we had the week before that, just like we had the week before that, just like we had the week before that, just like we had the month before that, just like we had.
Again, I don't have an issue with what they did.
I don't have an issue with them coming out, but I don't have an issue with them coming out. But he needs to do something other than literally walk out there, waste time in the ring, do absolutely nothing, and walk out. Have him do something. Have it mean something.
Would you like him to do a cartwheel when he gets in the ring?
Yes. That would have been.
Whoa, Sting did a cartwheel.
That would have been different.
I mean,
that would have been different than what he did for the last 17 weeks. They keep bringing Sting out for an entrance, but this should have been a backstage segment. It's for a crowd pop, but the story isn't developing. Exactly. That's the issue I have with it.
The thing
story
is,
isn't developing, and it doesn't make any sense. I don't freaking care about the crowd pop.
This is developing.
Okay, but it's not. But it's not.
Because watch what's going to happen.
But it's not.
I'm going to make a prediction right here, right now.
Go right ahead.
Darby Allin's going to get attacked. Everybody's going to be going, Sting, he's coming out. And he's not going to come out.
Okay, but if that's the whole point of the story, that's dumb. I'm sorry, it just is.
Could have given Cody and Peter Avalon longer.
I just don't get it, though. Because it's wasting time. Not developing, it's barely started. That's what I'm saying, though!
Again, I don't.
It's not developing because they haven't done jack squat with it. Sting coming out week to week, walking out, walking back, does absolutely nothing for the storyline. We know that Sting can walk. Good for.
What do you want him to do? He's like, would you like to come out and flip his bat around and beat people up?
No, but have him do something that's actually worthwhile. Have him cut a promo that actually means something that isn't. Tony, it feels so good to be back on TNT. I don't get it.
I don't see a problem with this. Because this is Sting's character. His character isn't, this character he's doing right now isn't the if he comes out with his surfer Sting, I'd say, okay, he should be cutting promos and screaming and yelling at people and everything else. He's coming out as the dark Sting. And he shouldn't be coming out saying anything.
Okay,
I just have him come out, and I just have him come out every time, just point a bat.
But he's not even doing that. He's coming out cutting a promo that does absolutely nothing for anything.
He's coming out to be with Darby Allin. That's the whole idea. And like I said, watch what's going to happen.
But they take 25.
I'm making a prediction.
But
Darby Allin's going to get attacked, and everybody's going to go, Sting, he's coming out. Nope, Sting's not coming out.
But they take 25 years to do it. And they're wasting so much time.
Again, their pay-per-views are so far apart, that I don't have an issue with what they're doing.
Then don't have Sting on the show every week. You don't need to put Sting out there every week.
If you're going to put Darby Allin out there and Taz out there, then you have to put Sting out there.
Then don't put Darby Allin and Taz out there. I don't know what answer you want me to give you. But I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyways, you don't know Jack Squad? You bet your bottom dollar. Not gonna lie, Goldberg's storyline is better than Sting's.
Why? They're using Goldberg like you're saying to use Sting. Goldberg showed up once, and you haven't seen him in a couple weeks. So now you're going to see him next week.
Yeah, because I just want to forget that Goldberg's on the show because Goldberg sucks. So, I don't care what Goldberg does.
Goldberg's story isn't better. It makes zero sense. This is just boring.
It doesn't make... Yeah, exactly. The Goldberg story makes
zero sense. I don't have an issue with what they're doing.
Goldberg is terrible. So,
we complain when they come out and fight all the time. We complain when they
I'm not telling you that...
the way they're doing this, I think, is good.
I'm not telling you that Darby, that Sting needs to come out and fight. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're wasting time doing these Sting segments that are exactly the same week to week. If you literally go to the AEW YouTube page, you're good at Googling. You can do that. Go to the AEW YouTube page. Watch the Sting segments that he is in. They are literally all the same. You only need to You only need to watch one of the videos.
Watch Ric Flair's segments. You know exactly what he's going to say.
Okay.
I'm a wheeling, dealing, stealing, gonna find all the women.
Okay, but the difference between that is Ric Flair did more in his segments than Sting is doing at the current.
But he says the same thing.
Okay, whatever. Goldberg said Drew doesn't respect the legends. That's stupid. Sting and Darby just isn't moving anywhere. Yes. It's not moving anywhere.
It's moving somewhere. Watch what happens.
Not, though.
1 week.
It's moving somewhere.
We're gonna get
18 weeks of Sting
Darby's going to get attacked, and everybody's gonna go, "Oh, Sting, get ready! Sting's gonna come out. He's gonna help Darby," and he's not gonna come out.
Okay, but great. The whole point. Okay, whatever. This is wasting time.
No me gusta. I don't want to see Oldberg anymore. I squat a lot for my exercise for disability. It has effects which aren't nice. Yeah. Mr. G Ric Flair impression looks like he's struggling to get to the laboratory. What are you saying, Ant?
Hey, DTA Podcast, what's up? So...
I'm trying to figure... Hang on, just a second. I'm trying to figure out what Ant's saying here. You didn't like my Ric Flair...
He's saying bad things about you.
I know.
Ant always says bad things about you.
I know!
Why are you surprised?
I've had a few photo finishes to the laboratory.
So we then
Jack, that's a little more information that we needed to know.
We then have the Elite. The Elite.
You talk. I'm gonna take a bite of my sandwich.
That's fine. We then have the Elite.
Because it's gonna dry out.
Okay, that's cool. We then have the Elite and... Sorry, the Elite meeting. Just kidding. And Marvez and the Bucks arrive at Kenny Omega's house. Michael Nakazawa is there and brings the Bucks to a sitting area where there is a portrait of Don and Kenny. Oh, that made me laugh. It was like the most Photoshopped thing you've ever seen in your life, and it was hilarious. So then Don Callis tries to pay the Young Bucks for their 12-year friendship with Kenny Omega, and then Kenny wants to break up with them because they're holding him back. And then the camera went off, and it sounded like the Bucks attacked Callis, but... The purpose of this was what? Like, I don't know. Kenny can speak, and I feel like they're not utilizing that because they're doing this whole thing with Callis, and Callis just talks way too much and, like, dances around what he needs to say, and I just don't like it very much, so I don't know.
Again, I like what they're doing with this as far as... Because I think what's going to end up happening is I think Omega's going to kill Callis.
Yeah, I didn't get that from any of this, but whatever.
Well, you might not get it from this, but I think what's going to happen is Omega's going to get tired of Callis talking for him, and he's going to kill him.
So,
I think that's what's going to happen here. So it's building a storyline.
So, yeah. I don't know. Don Callis paid off the Young Bucks, I guess. But not really, because I don't think they took the money.
Yeah. Facts, Maven, about Sting. Can someone throw away the key to the dungeon Marvez is locked away in a long, boring segment? Marvez is terrible anyway. Like the guy has, like... We're live here at Kenny Omega's house. And we're going to find out what they're talking about.
Now you see, that was better than Alex Marvez.
Let's take a step inside. Whoa. What's happening here?
I just don't get it, dude.
The guy, like, none of his segments are any good,
No,
though.
they're not good. He just sucks. He's a
like,
that's why they took him off commentary. That's why he's now a backstage interviewer. And that's why this is his...
They need to move him to, like,
catering,
you know...
where he doesn't speak at all? Yeah,
or sure. Just behind the camera so nobody sees him.
Man. We got that painting, but I think it was Ribbit. Vince has... I think it was Ribbit, as Vince has a huge painting of himself in his living room. Oh.
Jack, have you been to Vince's house?
That's a very Vince thing to do, actually.
Jack has been... Like, I think Jack's been to Vince's house.
PB and J are one of my favorite things in America.
Yes. You don't have PBJ in England? Like,
Man.
like, Jack has to come to America to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Like, well, maybe they do have, like, British ones, but the American ones are not as good. Or the American ones are better. You got me, man. Can we all agree Ant has more charisma than Marvez?
No.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Can we all agree that there aren't many more people that don't have more charisma than Marvez?
Yeah. The painting thing is in Jericho's second book.
Look, Jack coming with the facts, man. Like, if you want to know history, call on Jack.
Unfortunately, we don't have proper PB and J here. Well, that's dumb.
Well, Jack,
Hey, Ant.
Introduce it.
Ant, we've got your favorite segment on the show from tonight. You've been asking for it the entire time you've been here. It is time for Cody versus Peter Avalon. Okay, first thing. I kept thinking that they were saying Abaddon on commentary. Cody versus Abaddon.
It is Abaddon.
Avalon and Abaddon are very different, but I thought that
They sound alike.
yeah, they do, and so that's why I was like
Abaddon,
Cody.
Avalon. Yeah, see?
So I kept thinking that they said Abaddon, and that probably would have been more entertaining than.
Oh shoot!
So this segment, man. So Cody hit the crossroads immediately, and then Jade came out, causing a distraction. Okay, also, second thing, real quick. Is Cody's theme song just, like, changed indefinitely now? Like we did the Snoop Dogg remix, and so he's like, yeah, I'll use it. Like, is he keeping this? Or...
Avalon looked like a beast.
So yeah, Jade came out, and, it was, yeah, Jade came out and caused a distraction, and then Avalon hit a low blow, and then Cody put the figure 4 leg lock on, and then Peter, like, tapped out before Cody slapped him in the face. So... that was just the elevator music.
Okay.
I don't know why. That little snippet right there was probably more entertaining than the segment.
What was the point of this?
I don't know. The whole Jade thing.
Again, I don't have an issue with this. I mean, it's one of those things.
You got me, dude.
The thing is this is like the old time wrestling where you throw someone out there.
The old time wrestling, waste of time.
You know the thing, but you know that someone's gonna get killed,
Stupid.
and so you do it, and it's. I don't necessarily have an issue with it.
Cody looks so weak, but like, what's the point though? Like, okay, Jade is out there. Like, what's the point of bringing Jade out?
I don't know. I mean,
But I mean, we're getting to this whole stupid Shaquille O'Neal thing. Finally, like, jeez, it took 75 years to like do this stupid thing.
Stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, because it is. And so I don't. And Jade's trying to get a match on the show. I don't get it, bro. It makes absolutely no sense.
AEW needs to work on the women's division. Definitely DTA podcast. I agree. I think part of the problem is they just don't have enough time. They need more time to do.
The thing is,
to create the storylines.
But I don't want to hear that from anybody because they have time.
They only have 2 hours a week.
No, but they have time. You take off a segment, Cody versus Peter Avalon. You can take off a segment that took nearly 10 minutes. You could take that off to throw another women's something in there.
I guess.
They can make time. They just choose not to.
Jack says it was so good, I spent it reading Obama's book. Jack read the entire Obama book during the Avalon and Cody match. That's pretty amazing. Unacceptable that we have just one match tonight. I agree. I mean, the thing is they haven't built up any of their women's wrestlers, though.
No, they haven't. But the thing is, they haven't tried to build up any of them. They haven't even remotely put out, not even close tried to do it. They've just not. They've just been like, well, we have Sheeta as the women's champion, so let's just throw her in a match with Abaddon for whatever reason. What reason? We don't need a reason. So let's just throw that out there and, like, call it good, you know? And then let's not, let's not do it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess. It was so bad that I'm surprised it wasn't beaten by Joe Biden. I think we can give the women's division a break this week due to COVID for the quick adjustment they made. It was okay. Yeah, that's the other thing about the women's division this week is
well, I have no issue
with everything that happened. The match that was supposed to happen didn't happen because of
I'm just talking in general. I'm not talking about this week specifically. Like, I don't have an issue with.
Oh, I agree. I think they need more
I'm
storylines.
talking about in general is that they don't try and that they haven't attempted to put anything out there. Yeah, they keep doing these one-off things that make absolutely no sense, that have no story to it whatsoever, and it's like, okay, I don't. What's the point? Like, it's they haven't even tried, and so that's the issue with the women's division as a whole. Not just this week, like just in general.
Yeah, I mean, I get the one-off stuff. It's just that I don't know. I think probably a lot of it depends on. Me personally, I don't know that there's enough women that are good enough in AEW to create storylines every week.
I think that they have a couple that they could use prominently in some capacity.
Well, I think they have a couple they use prominently, but outside of that, I mean, there's nothing to it.
Until they are.
So I think the one thing they need to do is build them up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is they're not attempting to do any of that. There is none of that.
The women's division has been solid since Full Gear. I think that they have. I think they have a core there that's solid. But I think that they need, again, you can't just throw the same people in every week because then you get tired of it. Mm-hmm. We say the same thing about WWE. Yeah, I mean, that's just it. I think the issue with the women's division for AEW is you have probably 4 or 5 wrestlers that are solid right now, that are there consistently. Mm-hmm. And then you have, see, Jack put that up there and just threw me off. Okay.
What?
So anyway, I think that the women's division is solid. The issue you have is you can't put them out there every week just going against each other, because then people are going to.
It's the but that's irrelevant that kills me. It's like
I know.
What? Like, okay then. Man.
I just think that the women, it's solid, but you can't put them out there every week facing each other because then you're going to get sick of it. I think they need to build some other wrestlers.
Maybe you said that you don't care about the Dusty Rhodes Women's Tournament while they're fighting for the Tournament Cup, which is fine, and I don't have an issue with that, but, I just don't care because they don't have enough women's tag teams to even remotely, call themselves women's tag teams.
Yeah.
Doesn't interest me.
Drew McIntyre and Goldberg have had no build-up. Yeah, it's no build-up at all. At least Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens, there's a build-up trigger match. The problem is we've seen the match 17 times.
Yeah,
sorry about that, Mr. G and Maven.
It's
okay, Jack.
And Maven.
It just kind of threw me off, the whole chafing thing, I'm sitting here, it pops up, and I'm like, okay, now.
That's not even the part that got me.
It's not relevant.
That kills me. But that's irrelevant, It's all good. So anyways, we then have the FTR promo backstage. Jungle Boy busts in, and he's all like, I could be either member of FTR. And I don't know what that means. It says that he could be either probably beat. He could be either member of FTR, and Dax says that he'll take Jungle Boy on next week by himself, so that's great. We then get Jon Moxley versus Nick Camarado, or whatever his name is. I refer to him as Nick the Jobber. And Jon Moxley won, so yeah, great, good for him. And then Moxley cut a promo and said he's going to climb back up the mountain and says, I'll bring everyone you want because all roads in pro wrestling lead through Jon Moxley.
Again, I don't think he needs the title, but that's okay.
We then have a backstage interview with Eddie Kingston. He does not prepare for Lance Archer. He just fights. And then Archer comes by, and Jake Roberts tells Eddie Kingston, "Fight me," in quotations. Then Omega. Kenny Omega shows up!
Let's see here.
And Don Callis
hold your thought, just a second.
Wait. Don Callis is beat up.
I thought the women's tournament for the Dusty Rhodes Classic was fire.
We'll
have to watch NXT.
I haven't seen the matches yet, but I'm just saying, looking at it from an outside point of view, I don't care. It doesn't make a difference to me. You're just throwing together teams. It does not interest me whatsoever.
Jack says agreed that talent pool is so shallow. Yeah, definitely. It was more for the Cody's, more than Cody's match. Yeah. Love your makeup tonight, Maven. DTA podcast said that.
Oh, thanks.
What about mine? I always get left out in this whole makeup thing. It just irritates me.
Yeah, because
I feel left out. Mr. G got thrown off by Jack's thighs. Yes, Jack's thighs did throw me off. You know, and they'd throw you off too if you were in the stream.
Nah, it was the it's irrelevant that threw me off.
It was a little bit of both. The fact that Jack is chafing and it was irrelevant just kind of threw me off. A former AEW champ car is known. Who gets no entrance? Gee, I wonder who'd win. Yes, definitely. Most love my thighs, and you will too. I mean, it was more fun to watch than Cody's match tonight. Gotcha, Futuristic.
NXT was good tonight. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. So Kenny Omega arrives. He sees Don Callis, who has a bruised up face. Kenny can't believe that Matt and Nick did that to his face. So yeah, they're like, oh, he's probably talking about this lovely red spot you have in your face.
Yeah, that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You didn't put acne stuff on that last night.
No, it's almost gone. Like as far as.
Yeah, it would have been gone today if you put the acne stuff on.
I had a pimple there.
And it would have been gone today.
And it was like hurting.
It would have been gone today if you put the acne stuff on that I told you to put on it, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Because I'd always go like this and I scratch at it, and then that's why it's kind of reddish. Because I was always like going. Yeah.
So then we get Matt Hardy and Private Party versus Matt Sydal and Top Flight. Matt Hardy and Private Party won because they were heels.
Yes.
They were bad guys. Also, side note, Private Party is #1 contenders for the Impact Tag Team Championships because they were on Impact last night. Yesterday was Tuesday.
Yeah.
They were on Impact last night and they beat James Storm and Chris Sabin. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Chris Sabin. So they're getting
title shot.
Yep, that.
Which is interesting.
So, yeah, Matt Hardy and Private Party won.
Yeah. My mom loves popping spots on other people.
Top Flight is great. Like, they are so good. Like, I really like Top Flight a lot. They're like such a good tag team, and they're really young, and so they're like just getting started, and they're like really good.
Yeah, I agree. I have not seen them look bad.
No, not once.
And, what's it been, about a month ago, 2 months ago, when I told you that they were going to be stars?
Maybe a little longer than that. I don't know. But yeah.
It was like the first, not Dynamite, the first Dark that they were on.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one of the few Darks that I've actually watched the whole thing.
Top Flight looked excellent, TBH.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike. Private Party heel turn as well, which I find very interesting because I don't like this whole Matt Hardy and Private Party thing.
I love it. I love what they're doing. Here's what I think's gonna happen. Okay.
I'm fine with Private Party turning heel. If you want to turn heel, whatever. But the issue I have with it is Matt Hardy and his character. It doesn't work for him.
I love it.
It doesn't work for him.
I love it.
I don't like it. It doesn't entice me the way other Matt Hardy characters do, and I don't like it.
Heel turn that made zero sense. The thing is there's too many faces in their tag team division. So somebody had to become a heel. It's just natural to have somebody become a heel. And I think with Matt Hardy doing this and leading them, I think this is good. I love what they're doing with this.
I just don't like this Matt Hardy character. It doesn't work for me.
I think it just expands on what he is capable of doing.
Yeah,
it shows what he can do.
It doesn't work for me, and I feel like he's not that he's not into it, but I feel like it doesn't look like he is super excited to play this character. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get that from what he's doing, and I don't like it very much.
But I think that the thing about it is he is it's about him helping Private Party get noticed first off. And it's about him teaching them the way. It's like he's teaching them the ways of the business.
Okay.
The dark side of the business. Okay? And so you watch him and what he's done with them over the last couple weeks. I think that what he has done is added an element to their characters that's going to help them out down the road.
Yeah, I don't.
His character is making Private Party more evil. Yeah, I agree. The Women's Dusty Classic is okay. The only problem I have is that there are some just thrown together. Take Lacey Black and Marina Shafir. Why are they even a team when you can have Duke and Shafir as a team? Yeah, good question.
Duke is out with an injury, I think.
From what? It's like straining her elbow during
No, she had like a
walk into the ring or something.
Big time surgery on something. I don't remember what it was. It was a couple months back, but she had like surgery for something, and she's been out for I don't know how long.
Yeah,
I think, if I recall correctly.
To be fair, Sami and Jericho was a heel team, including MJF and Jericho. Yeah, but I just don't think there's enough of them. Considering how many tag teams they have, you look at their roster, and probably 90% of their roster is our face. They don't have a lot of tag. There's no heels in that division. So I think that the idea of turning them heel is good. I agree. I have no idea with them being heels with the division. The story makes no sense to me. Matt Hardy extorts Private Party for weeks, then they turn into bad guys. Missing a major story beat. Again, I think I'm gonna have to watch, and maybe they haven't done it because I haven't watched Being Elite recently, so I don't know what's on there. But a lot of times you can pick up some stories lines from Being the Elite. The thing about it is I think that what they're doing with the whole idea behind what they're doing with Private Party, I think it works good because it builds them into a heel group through Matt Hardy.
I just don't get it though. Like the whole I don't understand the whole idea of this Matt Hardy thing. It's not clicking for me. And like Gimme has said, it's missing a major story beat. Like it's missing something. Like there's this portion of it that makes absolutely no sense to me. That I'm like, we went from this to this, like how? What? I don't get it. And it's not working for me.
Yeah. I don't know.
So,
yeah. Let's see. Bailey's trying to get in the Women's Dusty Cup.
So you're talking about
she just as well.
You're talking about heel tag teams. You have the Hybrid 2, who's being pushed out as a heel tag team. At least they have been in recent weeks on AEW. The Acclaimed are kind of playing heels. Would you say the Acclaimed are playing heels? I mean, they've come out and been up against SCU and the Young Bucks, and they've done stuff like that. So I would say the Acclaimed are being portrayed as heels. You have Team Taz, another heel team. FTR are being pushed out as heels. SCU are faces. Best Friends, faces. Top Flight, they're faces. Private Party's a heel now, I suppose. You have the Inner Circle team. You have Jurassic Express.
The Inner Circle team kind of faces each other right now.
Well, I mean, yeah, but they're kind of, they're generally just...
Who knows what you're getting with that?
Jurassic Express are being portrayed as faces. Young Bucks, I would say the Young Bucks are faces right now. You have the Lucha Brothers. They're heels. Butcher and Blade are heels. So, 7 teams, and I'm sure that they have some more.
But some of them they don't push, so it's not like it's
I don't really think they're hurting for heel tag teams, honestly. You have Private Party being heels right now, I guess, and I guess that kind of balances everything out with the. But honestly, I feel like the face tag teams are.
But how many of them do you have that are like Penta and Phoenix? No idea what they are. Yeah. How many of them are like you already have Top Flight, right? Mm-hmm. So bringing in or having Private Party be heels kind of counteracts the Top Flight thing.
Yeah,
because they're similar styles.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
let's see here. I haven't seen the Elite this week, but they shouldn't rely on people watching the Elite. I agree. I don't think they should, but sometimes you can pick up stuff from watching Being the Elite that, that ties into their storylines.
Just for the record, if you don't watch Being the Elite, you should, because it's high quality entertainment.
Yes.
So I haven't watched Being the Elite for the last 3 weeks. Generally, I just wait until I have like a series of episodes to watch, and then I go back and I watch like all these episodes. I don't know why I do that, but I do. I don't like watch them when I'm doing laundry. It's great.
I saw Private Party as a face in the storyline. Being bullied, then heel. Why? Maybe they just decided to be that way. I don't know. Chaos Project. Yeah, they're there. I mean, I don't know. Bailey tweeted out that she wants to be in the tag team tournament. I found the wording on the AEW heels a bit sexist. It was AEW heels for women who like wrestling. Jack's just mad because it didn't say for women and men who like wrestling.
I also don't like the way they word it.
What do you want them to say?
I don't know, but the whole way Brandy marketed it on Twitter, there was this big spat a while ago. It was months back, and I don't even remember everything that she said. But she was like, "It's not even about women who like women's wrestling. It's about women who just like wrestling in general, or just like whatever." And I'm like, huh? Yeah. You're marketing this thing as all your women's wrestlers.
By the way, hello Clark, how you doing?
This thing, it doesn't make any sense to me, dude.
Yeah. We don't have any wrestling DVDs, no.
No, we don't have any wrestling DVDs, but no, we do have.
There's so many places you can go now for wrestling.
You know, we do have. Okay, this is not a DVD.
Hold on. Were there any times in the past you nearly gave up on watching wrestling? I didn't watch wrestling from the time that's probably a couple years after I got out of high school till I got Maven interested in it. So yeah. Hello, James N. How you doing? I think that it's one of those things that we, I had that I had that long period where I didn't really. I watched some of it, but I wasn't like diehard watching it. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like I knew everything that was going on and stuff like that. And then when we started watching it together. So yeah, Clark, to answer your question, yes, there was a time where I did not watch a whole lot of wrestling. I wouldn't say I gave up on it completely, but I didn't watch it all, like, the whole way. I'm Jordan, by the way. I'm good. You? We're doing good. Doing good.
So anyways, we don't have, I don't have any wrestling DVDs, but I did find this yesterday because I was going through my mom's old CDs. We were looking at her CDs, and Dad had some CDs mixed in with it. And I found this, and I was like, what the toast is this thing? I've never in my life seen this before. Like, what? It's a wrestling album. It's a wrestling album.
Like, subscribe, and then ask friends to sub to the Wrestle Story. Yes, the invasion. David Bowie riding a tiger on a rainbow. How you doing? Good to see you.
What's up, Aunt? I already said hi to you. And then everybody was like, hi, David. How's it going?
Definitely.
Hi, Aunt. What's up?
Solo Monster, he's a famous wrestling YouTuber. He nearly gave up on watching wrestling in 1995 because he thought wrestling was boring at the time. I think if you don't have good storylines, there's a huge problem, Clark. I think we're at a point right now where there could be a lot of people that give up on wrestling because of the storylines. James, Aunt wants to know if you watched Eve. Excellent show tonight. By the way, we are going to have to do a watch along with Gimme Hell Yeah.
Hey, by the way, we're doing watch along with Gimme Hell Yeah this weekend.
Yes.
On Saturday.
Yes.
We're watching In Your House. Which one? I don't remember, but we'll have to go back and look at that poll because we're doing In Your House on Saturday.
Yes.
At a time.
Yeah, if Aunt still wants to go.
I already messaged him.
Oh.
He already said yes.
So it's already good?
Yeah. See, I'm on top of this. I got it already. So yeah. What's up, man? Yep! That's what I'm here for. It was excellent. All of this promotion. Anyways, we're supposed to talk about this CD because I found this yesterday when we were going through old CDs, and it's this wrestling album. It says WWF on the back. See? I don't know what the heck songs are on here, but we need to listen to this. What year is this from?
And you can go ahead and post the link to the Eve channel.
Okay, but wait. It says 1998 on there, but it also says 1985.
Well, I think it originally came out in 1985.
Okay then. So yes.
Jack's got it too. See?
Well, what the heck? So I found this and stuff, and I don't know what's on it. And you have Hulk Hogan's theme. Wow. Jimmy Hart, eat your heart out, Rick Springfield. Cool. So yeah, gonna have to give this a listen because.
See?
1988
Jack knows what he's talking about.
on CD. Well, it's useless information that Jack knows. So yeah.
Now I'm getting orders from Mr. G.
I found this to put on our shelf of wrestling merchandise that I didn't know we had.
Just trying to help you out, Aunt.
Also.
So post it. No, Aunt!
Also, found this the other day too. Is this yours?
Yep.
So, you have that book.
So yeah. So.
It's a book.
Yeah.
It's a wrestling thing. It's old.
It is old.
It's really old.
I got this when I was a kid.
It's really old. So, it's really old. So it's an old wrestling book. I found this the other day. It was in my closet. Why? I don't know. Because somebody gave it to me. Probably you. Because it was your book. So yeah.
Love you too, Aunt.
It's like old. Really old looking. It's dusty roads. So.
Useless information. Actually, it is useless.
So yeah.
I got that when I was a kid.
I have that too.
Yeah.
Got some old merchandise. Anyways, AEW, what are we up to? MJF in the Inner Circle.
Yes.
And this is great. MJF says if it were up to him, the match wouldn't be happening tonight. And then Sammy got in MJF's face and then was all like, and walked away. We then get Penelope Ford versus Layla Hirsch. This is fine. This was good. I like Layla Hirsch. I think she has potential to be really, really good in AEW. It's just a matter of, like, I don't know, not just wrestling. So.
The thing is considering this was just kind of a thrown together, like, last second deal, I think this was good.
Yeah.
I did, it was supposed to be Layla Hirsch and Nyla Rose, and with her getting COVID, it kind of messed everything up. Yeah. Join the Inner Circle.
No. Join Dark Order. Wrong group, dude.
Join the Inner Circle.
No, sorry. You're banned.
I'm just reading what Futuristic said.
We don't spread that slander in this chat. Join the Dark Order.
Sorry, Futuristic. You just got overruled right there.
Sorry. Join Dark Order. That's the only group we join.
Gotcha.
Anything else is unacceptable.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was Penelope Ford 1. Anyways, Miro. Miro. We go from Penelope Ford to Miro. Miro is going to ruin the wedding.
Yep.
He's going to ruin the wedding.
Yep. I agree.
And I think it's going to be dumb.
I think it'll be good. Because then maybe Miro will be able to get out of this deal and,
I might just be thinking, too WWE.
Yeah.
But WWE. I think that this is going to be, they're going to
because you're thinking about the WWE and what they did, and so, yeah, I can see what you're doing.
I think they're going to do something stupid with it.
They might. But the fact that, he is going to ruin the wedding.
It's either going to be like, Penelope, I'm in love with you, or it's going to be, Kip, I'm in love with you, playing video games with you, just has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If it was WWE, that's exactly what they would be doing.
Yeah.
Man. So, yeah.
Fine, join the New Day. Okay, fine, I'll join the Dark Order. It's a new day in America. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's a new 4 years.
It's a new dawn.
In America.
It's a new day.
Just want this wedding thing to be over. Couple weeks, Aunt. You just got a couple more weeks.
So then we have a backstage brawl. The Good Brothers and Kenny Omega are attacking Pentagon for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So great. We then get told next week we're getting Kingston versus Archer, and then Cody is finally responding to Shaq after 72 weeks. He just finally thought, he's like, okay, I'm finally gonna get around to that. I'm finally gonna go ahead and respond to him. I've let him sit there for ever, and now I'm just gonna just finally respond.
Yeah. By the way, James, those of you that are in chat, James is referring to Gimme Hell Yeah podcast. They had a Eve, what is it? Eve Girls of, what is it called? Aunt, help me out here. It's Eve Girls. I don't remember what it's called exactly. Eve Right Girls of Wrestling is what it's called. They had the promoter that's the guy that runs it on their show on the Gimme Hell Yeah podcast. You can get some insight on the wrestling business. I mean, basically, I watched it and guess there's some insights there on how some of the wrestling business works, which I thought was pretty cool.
We are also getting Dax versus Jungle Boy next week, and the Young Bucks and the Good Brothers versus Reynolds, Silver, Uno, and Grayson. And then in 2 weeks, we're getting the Beach Break, and we're getting a tag team battle royal to determine who will challenge for the AEW tag team titles at Revolution. We're getting the marriage of Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford. We're getting Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa, and we are getting Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers versus Pac, Phoenix, and Moxley.
Yeah. At least they know what they're doing in 2 weeks.
Then
WWE doesn't know what they're doing Friday.
Then we had the women's. It's announced that we're getting a Women's World Championship Eliminator. Okay. Do we have enough women for this? Because the bracket looked pretty big.
Yeah. There's enough there. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought she actually banned me. I would never ban you.
Futuristic, you're not getting banned.
No.
Your heart doesn't have to drop.
I only ban losers.
Yeah.
You're not a loser.
Yeah, as long as you don't come in and say stupid stuff. And by stupid stuff, I mean be rude and disrespectful. Then you're good to go. Believe he was
bigging you up.
What the crap does bigging you up mean?
I don't know. You look it up.
I don't even know what bigging you up means.
Well, that's why you Google.
No, last time I Googled something that Ant put out there, I said I'm never doing that again.
They managed to tag team tournament before. Yeah, I mean, I guess whatever. I guess we'll just see what happens. And then we get the main event, which is MJF and Jericho versus Hager and Guevara versus Santana and Ortiz, and the winner is going to be the tag team of the Inner Circle, and MJF and Jericho won, and so yeah, that was that.
Yeah.
So.
Our chats went off the rails. I have no bugging you up means praising you. Got you. Well, it doesn't say bugging you up. Ant put bigging you up. I have seen, because we did follow him. So, yeah, that's cool. And I did see that he had talked about, come check us out, which is awesome. Let's see here. You got anything else here?
For what?
I don't know. Just
yeah, we have Biden.
By the way, Jack said that Shaq is basically Ric Flair if Ric Flair had no charisma or wrestling skills, and he was tall and black
and played basketball. And
I mean, we could go on forever with that. I'm not sure. Shaq is just like Ric Flair. Actually, Shaq does have some charisma, though.
Of what? A wet rag?
He can talk.
Well, they didn't show that on AEW.
He can talk.
Anyways. Biden. Were we going to talk about Biden, and you were going to say something about, I don't know, Trump.
Yeah, I don't remember what I was going to say.
What the heck was it that,
Is that the end of the show? We're done?
Mm-hmm. Let's go back up and find the comment.
Oh, I was going to talk about futuristic. There was something about Drew Brees.
Okay, well but that's not what I was thinking of.
I don't remember.
Oh, a man was arrested at the storming the Capitol.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. But Scott's probably not in here. Scott took off as soon
probably
as...
not, but anyways, you can...
Scott left the building, so I don't even think Scott's around. I'd answer Scott's, mention something about what Scott said, but he's not even here right now, so...
Well, you don't know that. You might be watching silently.
Yeah, probably not. He left us. Drew Brees' retirement. Yes, Drew Brees.
Is that Tyler Brees' brother?
Yeah, they're brothers.
Cousins?
Spelled different.
Yeah.
But they're brothers.
Can we talk about the inaugural? See, that's what I'm saying.
Yes. So Drew Brees, the fact that he retired.
Football player?
Considering that he wasn't your typical prototypical pro quarterback, he was a short dude that was really good and played quarterback. I think he's one that kind of made people realize that you don't have to be 6'4" to be a quarterback in the NFL. So, definitely a Hall of Famer. Should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. No doubt about it. He kind of showed what a short guy can do. No more politics. And
Jack's gonna have something to say about that.
Jack is like the history buff and the politics dude. My bins didn't get empty today, but I saw Biden take out the trash. Can y'all talk about Becky? All you want to talk about is Becky.
There's not really much to say
Look,
about Becky.
I bet nobody gets that. Nobody will get that reference. Want to bet? Do you get it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't think so.
Yep. See, I knew you wouldn't
What
get it
is
either.
From?
There's a show that was Marsha. All you talk about is Marsha.
Don't get
the Brady Bunch. There was this.
I don't really watch the Brady Bunch, nor do I really like the Brady Bunch. Quite
Agreed.
Frankly,
I looked him up for about 12 years alongside with Peyton
overrated.
Manning. Yes. She's straight fire. Who's fire?
Becky.
Who?
Becky.
Oh, we're still talking about her. I literally live tweeted the inaugural.
Yes, you did. I saw the tweets. I was liking them.
She had a baby. I'm not sure if you know this, but she's married to Seth Rollins.
She's engaged. So I don't know if she's like...
Or they're getting married or something. Or I don't know.
You got me.
Yeah, they got married, didn't they?
I don't think so.
They should have.
I don't think they did.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe they did. I didn't know them.
I thought they did.
Jack or something.
Jack, did they get married?
Jack probably would know.
Or James, did they get married?
Anyways.
I don't
Jack didn't get it either.
Yeah.
The whole Becky thing. Jack didn't get it.
You have to watch
the Brady Bunch.
The Brady
Bunch. Watch it.
I thought they were married. They're not yet married, I believe. From Ireland, I believe. We got all kinds of messages in here. They're married. They're not married.
I don't.
I'm pretty sure they're married.
I don't think they're married.
They're still engaged.
See? I know information.
I didn't get it, but it's okay.
I don't think they're married. I think that, but I don't know.
Marsha. See? DTA Podcast gets it. Or he's just copying what I just said.
The inauguration.
Can you see Seth Rollins coming back at the Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, I can.
Brady Bunch. I knew it! There are people out there that know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, not be me.
They must have got married if they had a child.
The Brady Bunch is overrated.
Yes.
It's overrated.
No. It was a
the
good
Brady
show.
Bunch is overrated.
Good show.
It's overrated. Way too many people are like, the Brady Bunch is great. I'm like, no, it's really not. There are better shows out there.
No, it's a good show.
There are better shows out there.
No, it's a good show.
No, there are better shows out there.
Well, there might be better shows, but it was a good show.
It's overrated.
Okay, whatever.
And it's not something that I would go back and be like, yeah, let's watch it.
Yeah,
No.
Like, you don't watch TV anyway, so what's the difference?
That's a freaking lie. I do watch TV. I'm very selective about which TV I watch.
I bet you he looked it up, Mr. G. He might have futuristic. Did they get married already? No, apparently not.
I don't think they did.
Steph Rollins, yes. John Moxley having a baby too?
Yep.
Well, he isn't, but his wife is.
Renee is.
Renee is having a baby.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyways, the inauguration was great. I was up this morning and watched that, and
just think that if he has
that was okay.
If he has a girl, and like the only thing is
who, Moxley?
Yeah, Roman Reigns needs to have a baby now, like soon, and it needs to be a girl.
He just had kids.
Does he have? Are they named girls?
I don't know.
Well, he needs to have a girl, and then
they're having a girl.
Yeah, so so then you have.
And all three of them.
So then all three of them get together, and they're like the Shield remade in like 20 years as females.
Oh man. Anyways, the inauguration.
Brady Bunch. See, Jonelle knows what I'm talking about.
Yes, I enjoyed seeing Maven like my tweets. Yes.
Yeah. Quick question. Why the hell would Miz declare for the Rumble when he can legit call first dibs on the WWE champ?
I don't know, because he's a...
Well, Johnny Lee, because WWE has no clue what their storylines are. Maybe...
Mr. G family planning for
if he... maybe if he, wins the Rumble, he can go after both titles. Cash in the Money in the Bank on one, and then the fact that he won the Rumble, he's now going to cash, go for a title with that one.
Anyways, the inauguration. This is the first inauguration I've ever watched. I didn't watch Trump's because Trump's is a loser, and so I didn't watch his. But I watched this one, and it was pretty good. And it was pretty cool seeing Kamala Harris, being sworn in. It was pretty cool seeing that. It was pretty cool seeing Joe Biden, sworn in. And it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Well, awesome.
Renee married? She must be. Yes, I enjoyed seeing Maven like my... What is TE? The Office is also overrated. The Office is not overrated. The Office is a good show.
I'm sorry.
Mr. G, family planning for wrestlers. Yes. Yes, I am. Actually, it's not about family planning because, it's about putting together... I'm already booking the future, So the future is being booked right now, right here.
I hate my hair sometimes.
The Return of the Shield, 20 years from now.
Anyways.
Tweets, as it means I wasn't talking garbage. Jack, Jack knows the lingo. He knows all the history, and, Jack is the man. Happy birthday to me Sunday. You're 53, right, James? Or is it 54?
Are you guys gonna watch the Rumble? Yes! We are! We're doing the Rumble on Gimme Hoya. We're gonna join Ant and Dom to watch the Royal Rumble. It's gonna be great, I'm sure. So we're gonna be over there for the watch along.
I swear they looked it up. You asked the question 6 minutes ago, and then they answered.
I took an extra shift to miss Trump's inauguration.
Good job.
Good for you, Jack.
Good job.
Good for you.
I love the inauguration. It was a special moment to watch live.
It was really
You know what?
cool to watch it.
I have never watched an inauguration ever, and I watched more of the inauguration this year than I had ever. I did.
I didn't watch Trump's inauguration because I was sick. Shut up. That was only 4 years ago. And so.
I've never watched an inauguration, and then I watched parts of this one this year, just because I wanted to see what it'd be like. Because with COVID, and the whole idea that that the president wasn't there to hand off power, I just wanted to see what would happen.
Well, I just thought it was really cool.
I wish Trump would have been there, because then maybe a WWE match would have broke out.
And Trump's gone down the stairs. Oh, and it's Bernie Sanders cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase. What? He's trying to take the presidency from Joe Biden. It would have been great. Right?
Yeah. We should do that.
Oh,
Political wrestling.
Yeah. Anyways, I I just thought it was really cool just to watch because, like I said, I've never seen one before, and it was like really cool to watch. You know, just the whole idea of like Trump is gone, and you know it's a new everything, and so it's I don't know. It gives a lot of people hope that things are gonna be better.
Yeah.
Than they were last week.
Yeah. Joe Biden said his workers that if they disrespect anyone, they're getting fired. Yes, it's going to be quite different. You don't get to sit there and make fun of people, and it's good.
Paul God, with a chair. Oh man.
Let's see here. Wait, what just happened? Wrestling turned into, or the political show turned into wrestling. 53. James, I was right. I knew it. I knew James was turning 53. I remembered. I didn't forget, James. I knew how old you were going to be. Did you guys hear about Linda McMahon involvement with the Capitol insurrection? I did not hear her specifically, but I did hear there's some people that are being looked at. And it could become big.
Struggle to make it down the ramp would end up being a ticker entry. Okay, I'm sorry. That was funny. Oh, man. Did everybody see that picture?
Well, did anybody see Bernie Sanders?
The picture of Bernie
He's like
Sanders
sitting there by himself.
He's got his mask on. He's sitting there in this chair. He's got his gloves on. He looks like he's having a phenomenal time. I mean...
He was waiting to break out the chair. They come near me, it's over.
It really made me laugh. And then you had Twitter, who... there were lots of people on there, because it was said that Trump left Biden, a note in the desk, or whatever, as one does. And
thanks, James.
And everybody was speculating what this said note said, and Twitter came up with some really funny answers, dude. I mean, it was hilarious. Fun times.
Sanders and Biden's takers deadites. The problem is they're close to being in the grave, so it would work out perfect.
Linda called for people to support Trump after the insurrection.
See, that doesn't surprise me. There's going to be some stuff that comes out over the next probably couple months.
It's not going to be good.
And there's going to be some important people that may be in some serious trouble because of their involvement in all of it. How all those people got there, what was done, who paid who, and things like that. Oval Office note.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah, the Oval Office note.
That everybody's speculating what it said.
Yeah. My pick is either DB, Big E, or Edge to win the Rumble.
I don't even have a pick because I don't know. I literally do not know.
Well, just because I don't think WWE knows what they want to do, so I think it's hard to really pick anything if they have no clue what they're doing. I can't wait to see your Goldberg reaction when he wins the title. I wonder if it's the same note Clinton left under the desk. Oh yeah, I made a political joke.
I had no idea that Trump can write.
He can't. Someone wrote it for him.
He probably typed it up.
It was in crayon.
Ah, man.
By the way, when Biden was signing all of his stuff, how much money can we waste? Everything that he signed had a different pen. Just use one pen. I'm signing this bill is not going to be a law.
You have to hold it up higher so
bring in the next pen. Oh, that one's now into law too. There's the pen.
They probably have a pen for each book.
There's probably $900,000 in pens that we spend money on. Why?
Trump's nose said Big League, didn't it? Man, that's one of those things that people on
That's the point. You're not supposed to know. The Rumble is unpredictable.
Well, yeah, but I legitimately have no clue. Every year I have some sort of idea on who's winning, and this year I have no idea. None. None whatsoever.
They gave away each, but it's tradition. The thing is like, with the pens, do they do that with, like, everything that the president signs? Because that's just a waste of a lot of pens. Like, or their pens are so crappy they can only be used once. So either they need to invest in new pens, or stop wasting money.
They're like, these are the same pens that have been here since 1904. Let's get,
Yeah. If we're gonna do that, let's just go back to the feather thing where you dip it into the.
That's funny. That is hilarious.
They use 14 pens on every FDR. Yes, ceremonial document. So is it just for that, or do they do it all the time? Pen, yeah. Pen. What'd I say? Pen. Yep. They give them away. Well, they should give them to me. I could probably make lots of money. We know Joe Biden is going to do some good things, and he's going to find a way to deal with this pandemic, so we don't got to worry too much. I think it's going to take some time, Jono. We're in bad shape. We don't have enough vaccines. We got a lot of stupid people out there. And the virus is changing, which may not be good. Which happens when you let the virus run wild on you, like Hulkamania. Things just don't go good.
The other thing I will say about this is that watching the press secretary, I don't know what her name is, but
the new one?
Yeah, the new one. Biden's press secretary.
Yeah.
Watching her briefing that she did it's like night and day, dude. Night and day with the Trump administration. Like, people got their questions answered, and they didn't get yelled at.
Yeah.
Or told that they were fake news. You are a bad person. Very, very bad. They didn't get any of that.
Yeah.
It was quite refreshing. You know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know how much else to say.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Klobuchar. Yes. Futuristic, me and Crazy Junior will be the last two standing, but unfortunately Vince said I'm losing, so Crazy Junior will win. Yeah, it happens. It happens. I think we're done. I don't have a lot more or anything else to talk about, so we'll be back Friday. Maybe I'll be more rested and ready to go. February 3rd, guys, I won't be able to join you all show on Wednesday of the 3rd, having glaucoma and cataract surgery. James will be thinking about you. Hope everything goes good. And it'll be successful. I should say it will be successful. Do you guys think WrestleMania is going to be safe? 25,000 fans. Because it is I think it's at a football stadium, isn't it at Raymond James Stadium?
Don't care.
So I think the fact that it's there, they'll be spread out enough that it will help. But having fans anywhere right now is just stupid. Because we don't have this virus under control. And with it changing, which is what happens when you kind of let things run rampant, it changes. What are we going to do if this virus changes and then starts to kill young people? More young people. You know? We're going to look back and go, man, if we would have just took care of this before and shut it down, we would be okay. I think WWE wants to do Roman Goldberg at Mania. I think that's a possibility, and I don't know that I like it. But then it kind of kills the whole Goldberg just shows up once a year, because then he'd have to wrestle twice.
Wait, what? What?
He'd be wrestling twice.
Who? What?
Goldberg.
Where?
Well, he's going to face McIntyre, right? And then they just said having Roman and Goldberg at Mania.
Yeah, that's happening.
So he would have him wrestling twice in a year, which is more than he's done.
Oh, which is what his contract says. Yeah. He has to have two matches. He has to have 2 matches every year.
The only way you can do it without outcry is have Drew win against Goldberg and Goldberg win the Rumble. You can't have Goldberg lose Drew and go straight into Reigns. Yeah, you got to do something. What did we do wrong to deserve Reigns versus... Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. I prefer Mania with the Wrestle Kingdom format, because I bet people asses hurting for sitting there for 7 hours. I agree. I like the multiple day event compared to, the 7-hour thing.
Oh, I think Goldberg is going to win the title off of Drew, and then I think he's going to go challenge Roman for Mania. And it's going to be title versus title.
Yeah, it could be. It won't kill me. I'm invincible. Yes, futuristic, you are invincible. Bianca Belair is the highest betting odds to win the Women's Royal Rumble. You see, that wouldn't shock me either. Goldberg is signed to 2-3 matches a year, I think. Last year, Bray, then Braun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so see,
he has to have 2 matches.
It's just stupid.
He has to have 2 matches a year, and he's signed to a contract like that for the next I don't know how many years.
Till he's dead.
I think he has at least 2. I think it's this year and potentially next year. There might be another year after that he has, like, he signed a 3-year, I have to do 2 matches a year contract or whatever.
Yeah. Multi-day is much easier to watch. Definitely, Jack. I'll be honest. Give me 2 hours Raw, 3-hour pay-per-view, 4-hour Mania. Yeah, I mean, 4 hours is kind of like a long time.
Jack, don't do that.
Good night, guys. Have a good Thursday. See y'all Friday night for SmackDown. You too, James. Stay safe, man.
Don't say stuff like 4 hours of Raw, because then Vince is going to come in
Vince
here and
go,
hey, 4 hours of
Someone
Raw?
said they wanted 4 hours. Let's go do this.
10 hours. Stop! 10 hours of Raw. Nobody needs that.
Rumors are saying Alexa Bliss. Because of the character Alexa Bliss is right now, she doesn't need to go for a title. If she just wants to kill... If she just wants to kill Asuka, then I'm cool with that. But, as far as her going for the title, they don't need to do that. I can't see Belair versus Sasha, to be honest. I don't think you will see it. You're really concerned about pins right now. Jono? I am concerned about the pens. Because they spend all kinds of money on those pens. They write with them just once, and then get rid of them.
Did you watch Raw? Yeah, I watched Raw. Okay, well, I kind of watched Raw. I was kind of in and out of it, but I did watch Raw. I saw the main event segment. There was
the only part of Raw that I really saw was the ending.
There was the Charlotte Flair thing.
Which is why we didn't. Which is why we didn't do a show on Monday.
Randy's burned face. To start the show, that was pretty awful. He didn't even look like he was burned. Like, not even remotely. It wasn't bad. I could have done better. Okay? In fact, I have done better.
Yeah.
I could have made his face look great. And burned.
Yeah. You know how Dolph's theme starts with, I'm here to show the world. How can you show something to the world when they ain't looking? Good question. Raw was so bad. Damn, it was awful. Wait, what happened to stream on Monday? We didn't stream Futuristic because I was tired. It's just the last 2 weeks I've been tired, drained, and so we took Monday off.
I read the Bible during part of Raw. It was awful. Okay, Raw was awful, or reading the Bible during Raw was awful?
Maybe both. Mr. G, your thoughts on the Orton promo? The one with the burn face? That was okay. I didn't see it live during when it happened, but I did see the replays of it.
Randy was less burned than Hot Pot. Literally though, his face, all they did was the parts of his face that were sticking out of the mask. They didn't even do anything to make it even remotely look burned.
Yeah.
They just had it. It was just red.
Yeah.
And it was what did you do that doesn't even remotely look like a burn? Have you ever seen a burn? Have you ever seen a burn victim? Obviously not. Whoever the heck you makeup people are, you absolutely suck. Hire me, WWE. I can do much better. Yeah,
definitely.
So.
Randy was less burned than a Hot Pocket. Yes. Y'all watch Hard to Kill yet? No, I have not watched Hard to Kill. Raw was awful. The Bible was way more entertaining. And you should do a 5-hour stream of reading the Bible. And we'll call it Reading the Bible with Ant.
And he should be drinking.
That'd be good.
Drunk Ant reads the Bible.
That's the title of the show. Just Drunk Ant reads the Bible.
Or you could just leave it at Drunk Ant. Drunk Ant, and then
this
week he's reading the Bible. Next week we don't know what Drunk Ant is doing next week.
Well, I suppose if you wanted to expand and
make it a series.
Yeah.
I'm sure people would watch it.
Yeah. Drunk Ant reads.
You're welcome in advance. We just came up with a brilliant new segment for your show. And you absolutely 100% can steal it. But we want a pay cut. I want a pay cut. Sorry.
Drunk Ant is the best ant. It just looked like Randy was wearing girl's brief on his face.
Maven could have done better makeup. Yeah, you bet your bottom dollar I could have.
Drunk Ant reads the Bible, insta-banned.
So yeah.
All right. We're going to take off. We're back Friday. We'll see everybody then.
We'll be back Friday, and then we'll be back on Saturday.
Yes.
Within your house.
With that, we're out of here. Peace out, everybody.
I'll give you 70% of all the profits.